guys have read by the title, I am going to do my box braids. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're just gonna go with the flow at this point. I feel like I'm gonna be okay because when I used to get my hair, well, when I did get my hair done and some of them would come unloose, I would basically redo it by myself. I feel like I'm okay, okay? I already blow dried my hair, which you guys probably have seen before this video. But if you guys haven't, make sure you guys go check that video out as well. I have all the products I need. I'm going to be doing the rubber band method because I feel like that's easier. I'm going to be using the Creme Argan Oil Edge Control. By the way, I'm going to be using this hair. It's the Queen Bee braiding hair, 50 inch. And this is in the color 30. It's like a brownish color. My hair is already parted like down the middle, so we're going to keep that part. And then I'm just going to part my hair in like big section. I want to do like jumbo braids. So let's get started. Change of plans, they're more like medium box braids, but you get the point. Alright, so I just put up this section and I parted off this section, just pinned the rest back. So I'm kind of seeing my scalp is a little dry. I just grabbed some castor oil. I can't even tell you the last time I didn't actually use grease in my head because I normally use oil, but we're finna go back to the roots. I'm basically out of oil as well. I'm out of everything. Quarantining got me unprepared for everything. So I'm just gonna take some grease and I'm just gonna put it on the section that I had already parted. And take my comb and I'm just going to part. I'm gonna take out the little bitty pieces of hair so I won't have any breakage, and I'm just going to grease my scalp. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and take my edge control and I'm just gonna put this around the perimeter of my hair. I'm just going to be putting this edge control around the perimeter of each section, and basically I'm just going to brush it down just so it can look more sleek and just add a little bit more shine to my hair. And I still do have my edges out, and then I'm just going to use my rubber band and I'm just going to wrap that around my section, and I'm just going to make sure that it's in really tight because we want our braids to look really tight. And then I'm just moving on to the next section. I'm trying to make sure my parts are really straight as possible. And I'm just greasing my scalp and adding the edge control. And I'm also twisting it because it seems like it just gets a lot tighter when I twist my hair before applying the rubber band. So I'm just doing that little method, and I'm moving on to the other side. And I'm just doing 3 sections on each side. So in total on my first row is 6 sections, and I'm just basically done with the first section and moving on to the second section. I'm just doing the same thing since it's still considered my front area, and I'm just kind of matching up my sections with the first sections that I did just to make sure everything is just like really symmetrical and just straight and just looking really neat. And I'm just doing the same thing pretty much. Alright you guys, so I did 2 sections of my hair and I tried to make them as even as possible. So yeah, I pretty much did the front. Now I just have to do the middle and the back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the middle, and then I'll show you guys some of the back. But basically I'm just putting some of this castor oil grease on my scalp just to moisturize it, and then I'm adding in Creme Edge Control, and I'm just like twisting it and then wrapping it up in the rubber band. Did all the sections. Now we're on the back. Finally, I feel like this took me forever. Alright, so since we're on the back, I'm just creating a straight line all the way through. I think I did like 3 sections. Hold on. Yeah, I did like 3 sections in the back, and I just basically did the same process like I did before, adding my grease, then adding my edge control, and then twisting, and then adding my rubber band. It was kind of hard to do the back, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't have eyes in the back of my head clearly. So yeah, it was a little difficult, but I just basically did the best I could, and then I wasn't really stressing on it because it is the back and can't nobody see your back of the head, so I wasn't really stressing on that. But yeah, I did do 3 sections. So I did do 3 sections, and I just did basically did the same thing on the last row, but that side is pretty much a little bit bigger than the rest of my sections because your girl arm was getting a little tight. Alright, so I'm finished parting my hair and I'm actually gonna take a break right now. Before I start braiding, I'll probably braid tomorrow because it's like 11:30-ish now. So far, if you guys like this little video, then give me a big thumbs up and I'll see you guys today. We finna get ready to start braiding my hair. First, I'm just gonna brush out the hair a little bit. I'm just gonna split my hair in half and put this section up. And then I think I want to start in the back, but I kind of want to start in the front too. With this one first. All right, you guys, so we're starting with our first section. Take my comb it out. I'm gonna like tighten up a bit because I did sleep on it and I sleep kind of wild. So the hair we're going to be using, I already said it in the beginning, but we're going to be using the Queen Bee braiding hair, and this is the 50-inch and it's in the color 30. And it's just like this light brown type of color. Normally when I get braids, I always get like the same hair color, which is kind of like black. So kind of excited to see what this is looking like. Already pre-stretched, pre-pulled, pre-extended, and pre-feathered. So it's already good to go. This is what the hair is looking like. Alright, so I got about this much. I really don't know if this is enough. I'm just taking a piece of hair out and I'm gonna wrap it around. Alright, you guys, so starting off by braiding, I'm just taking that piece that I wrapped around and I'm just connecting that with my real hair, and I'm basically just braiding kind of how you would with normal hair. But when you're creating the knot, I just basically kind of wrap one section around and then I just braid it like regular. But if you guys don't know how to braid, I kind of don't know what to tell you. But you guys can just watch and kind of learn from what I'm doing. But this is not really a tutorial, but you know, just helping you out. As I go down the hair, I'm just taking my Creme of Nature edge control and I'm just putting it on the hair, just to keep my real hair from sticking out a little bit. This hair right here is going down, was getting like shorter. I'm just gonna take a little bit of piece from the other braid and I'm just gonna continue braiding down. Alright guys, so I'm taking my edge control and I'm putting it on each section of the braid as I go down, because we're getting closer to the end of my real hair and I don't want my real hair to stick up. So I'm just smoothing my hair down with the edge control and I'm just going to continue to braid. I tried to give y'all a little footage of me braiding my hair like all the way down, but I think it was a little fail, but it's okay. But yeah, like as I go down, one section gets smaller, so I just kind of connect it with the bigger section and I just braid all the way down. Alright, so now we're on another section. I'm just brushing out the hair first and I'm just going to take a piece of hair out and just wrap it around to create my third section, and I'm just going to place the hair on my real hair and just kind of braid all the way down. When creating my knot, once again, I'm just connecting my third section that I created with my real hair, and I'm just going to wrap around one of the other two sections around to create the knot, and then I'm just going to basically braid like normal. So this is basically what I'm doing now, is just braiding all the way down. Yeah.
Want me to show you how to do it?
No.
Let me do one.
Alright, you guys, so my mom decided to join in on the party and she just wanted to do one of the braids, so I just let her. But yeah, she's doing her own little method. I honestly don't even know what she's doing, but she did that braid pretty good, so I'll just give her credit when due. Alright, you guys, so this is what my end of my braids look like. I just braided all the way down and I'm just kind of pulling up my hair just to see how they will look, to see if I need to like redo any braid or anything, but they look pretty good, so I'm just moving on. Alright, so I'm basically like halfway done on this side and I just put this up out of the way so I can go ahead and work on the back. Don't mind my edges because I didn't lay them down yet. So far we used 1.5 packs. I have this much left on the second pack. What else? I ran out of my edge control. That's why I went ahead and bought this Gorilla Snot. I've never used Gorilla Snot before, but I mean it's working pretty good by laying down my hair. I just use a little bit of my Gorilla Snot as I go, like throughout my hair. I just have this half, but I'm probably just gonna do a fast pace for this side. I mean, I'm really doing the same thing, just braiding all the way down. I wanted to mention earlier, but I also bought some more tea tree oil. And then, like I just said, I bought this, and then I bought more packs of hair. I had bought like 4 more packs because I had 2. And I don't know what I was thinking when I just had 2 packs of hair. I also Got some hair jewelry. I just got these. I really don't even know how to really do the strings because every time I did the strings when I did have braids, they would come out. So I just brought like the hair jewelry. And that's basically pretty much it that I bought today. I have like 2 pieces in the back, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys like how I do the back. Not gonna lie, it's a little struggle, but I'm pulling through. I'm gonna use the rest of this little bitty hair because this is about like the same amount that I've been using the entire time. I'm just gonna brush it out. A little wrapping method to try to get that knot for my hair. Just take like a small piece and I just wrap it around. And then I just overlap it one more time. Then I just squeeze it tight. Now I have my little 3 sections. Just brush it out one last time before applying it on my hair. Alright, so my tip to you guys, if you guys are going to be braiding your hair, for the back, just have like multiple mirrors so you can see from each corner, because that's what I basically did. I just used my little mirrors that I had. And also, since I ran out of my Creme Nature edge control, I went ahead and started using the Gorilla Snot. I'm using it the same way like I did with the Creme Nature edge control, but the difference between the Gorilla Snot, the Gorilla Snot was a lot more sticky, and it just was just weird because I've never used this before, so it's kind of weird to me. But it still worked the same, so I just had to mention that to you guys as well. When I'm finished braiding my hair, I just look over the braid to see if I have any strands of hair that are sticking out, and if I do, I just take my scissors and I just cut it. And basically this just helps your braids look more neat and just put together. Alright you guys, so I'm finished with half of my head. This is what my hair is looking like so far. And here's the end. I know I really haven't shown you guys much of the end, but I just basically braided like all the way down to where I couldn't braid anymore. And this is just what my hair is looking like so far. Ryan Little. Alright you guys, so this is the final look of my braids. I did one part of my edges with the Gorilla Snot just to see how it would work, and honestly it works pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish off my edges using this edge control gel. I really don't know what to call it, but it's more like a gel. So I'm just going to use this and just style my edges with the Gorilla Snot, which I probably will use more often because it's really good. But I'm just pinning my hair back into like a loose ponytail because my hair is really tight. And I'm just going to take my Hawaiian silky foaming mousse and I'm just going to apply that all over my braids just to lay down my hairs at the top. And then I'm just going to wrap up my hair for the night, and then I'm basically done. Alright you guys, so we are back and it's like 3 days later from me doing my braids, and this is what my hair is looking like. It's just some box braids and it stops a little bit below my boob. It literally only took me like 4 hours to actually do my braids. In total, like I would say 6 to 8 hours, but that's because for the first day I just put my rubber bands in my hair, and then for the second day I just braided my hair. This is basically how my braids are looking, and it's like 3 days later, so they still look really good. Really surprised with how they look. I also did my sister's hair the other day, and I'll insert a picture somewhere up here. I'm getting pretty good for me to do this for my first time, and then on her head the second time. So honestly, for me as a fast learner, it didn't really take me that long to kind of get the hang of it. I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning, but this is not a tutorial. This is just like a little documentary, I guess, of me learning how to do my own box braids for the first time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure you guys give me a big thumbs up. Comment down below for more DIY type of videos. And if you guys have stayed all the way to the end, thank you guys so much for that. Love you guys the most. But if you guys have not subscribed already, then please be sure you are subscribed to my channel. And thank you guys so much for all your love and support. And thank you guys most importantly for watching this video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Ryan Little.